Kenya has been endowed with many wealthy tribes, and each tribe is notable for possessing some qualities that may distinguish it from any other tribe. Meanwhile, Kenya's diverse tribes are best identified through food, religion, modes of dressing, culture, and history. Welcome back to the Top Trendy Info channel. If it's your first time here, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for fast-hand info as they happen. Bear in mind that there are successful people in every tribe in Kenya, as well as in every ethnic group and people of the world. Therefore, this information is not a reliable indicator of productivity. Kenyans are generally hardworking people. Regardless of hard work and productivity, fortune does not always smile on all people equally. People are bound to amass more wealth than their contemporaries. In its entirety, Kenya comprises 42 tribes, and each tribe adds value to the country's cultural heritage in no small measure. Probably, it may be easy to identify Kikuyu natives not just because they are the most dominant Kenyans, but because they have great flairs for business and have always succeeded in that regard. Briefly speaking, Kikuyu is the richest Kenyan tribe, but in order to unravel the beauty of Kenyan culture, we have come up with a list comprising the wealthiest tribes in Kenya. 10. Meru. The Meru tribe is wealthy because of its vast land, and also because they often practice the cultivation of cash crops, which means that they see agriculture as a business. Remember that Kenya is gradually taking center stage as the region's food basket. People in agriculture will soon reap more money. The Marians are Bantus residing in MT Kenya. They are known for farming, especially miraa, tea and coffee. They are known to be the biggest exporters of miraa/khat. 9. Asians. Asians have been part of Kenya since before independence. This is the only home that many of them know. As far as business is concerned, the major advantage that Asians have is their reach. They maintain friendly and brotherly relationships with people outside the continent, and so they are quick to have manufacturing partners, investors, and even export markets for the things they produce. Many people already know that Asians probably dominate the metals, real estate, and shopping mall businesses in Kenya, but what they fail to realize is that Asians do most of the manufacturing in Kenya, and a good deal of the exporting too. 8. Kamba. The Kamba tribe is notable in Kenya for being hardworking, productive, and wealthy. The Kamba tribe is also quite diversified in their economic interests. You are just as likely to find Kamba professionals as you are to find those that are subsistence farmers or small business owners. Nevertheless, they have good business acumen, and they tend to do well with long-term investments. 7. Maasai. The Maasai people are perhaps those that have managed to keep their cultural identity intact as far as the whole of Kenya is concerned. They are mostly cattle herders, and this is just how they have been since time immemorial. Cattle means money. When you consider the milk production, it can be further maximized, and then the meat, you can see that the Maasai are sitting on a lot of wealth potential. Their culture, way of life, and dance are also lucrative. Foreigners come into Kenya out of curiosity because they want to catch a glimpse of the Maasai. Another thing that makes the Maasai rich is the abundance of land that they have. Now, some of that land is being carved up and sold. Settlements and residential areas are now springing up, and that will mean more money to the Ma community. 6. Luhya. The Luhya tribe is very similar to the Luos in terms of their sheer population. They too have their numbers as a significant advantage. When you look at most of the factories and other companies, you will find that the greater many of the workers are from the Luhya tribe. Whether this is just a coincidence arising from the size of the Luhya people, or whether they just like to do this kind of work, it remains unclear, but one thing is certain: the Luhyas play an important role in the Kenyan economy, and for this, they have become one of the richest tribes in Kenya. You can invest all the billions in business, but without workers, your establishment cannot be productive. Luhyas are also very good at agriculture, and that diversity ensures that they are not at an economic disadvantage. 5. Luo. The Luos of Kenya are hardworking people. They are central to the labor force of the country's economy. While a good number of them are professors and doctorates, you can also find them working the smallest and most basic jobs in the country. Luos like to work and earn their wages, and without their good manners and hardworking nature, it is difficult to imagine the Kenyan economy, and how the country would cope with its labor demands. Luos that have become successful like to enjoy the fruits of their labor. They are perhaps the ethnic group with the finer tastes of things in life, as far as Kenya is concerned. 4. Somali. The Somali people of Kenya are people of more diversified economic interests. They are everywhere: politics, government, and business. One thing that must be stated in their praise is that they are very good at identifying opportunities ahead of time, and so making strategic investments for the future. Somalis are also very technologically savvy people. They aggressively look for investment opportunities in emerging markets. Somali investments include luxury hotels, restaurants, beauty parlors, and high-end boutiques. They are very good at combining related businesses to maximize profits, and they are very good at preserving and growing wealth. 3. Kizii. The key to the Kizii wealth is in their industrious nature. Please note that Kizii people are into everything from agriculture to commerce. Kizii people do not have to be millionaires before they engage in business. They work hard on their farms no matter how small. They produce grains, beans, tuber, and other things. They also raise farm animals for meat and milk. Kisii people are also industrious traders. They make sure that the products find their way to the market where people come to buy. The Kizii are very well spread throughout the country. Wherever there is a population of people to trade to, the Kizii are likely going to be there, doing their small businesses. 2. Kalenjin. The Kalenjin tribe is vital to the sustainment of Kenya's economy. From the early days of habitation of what is now Kenya, they have been agriculturalists, and they still maintain this tradition till today. Many Kalenjins are farmers who produce grains and tubers, while others engage in animal farming. Unfortunately, agriculture does not yet have the respect it deserves in Kenya, but times are changing, as people come to talk more about food security and as Kenya starts to take its rightful place as one of the top food producers in the region, we come to understand the true value of farming, and of those who practice the occupation. Kalenjin have also excelled in sports. They have been the backbone of the Kenyan international success in athletics. In fact, most of the medals which have been won by Kenyan athletes have been won by Kalenjin athletes. 1. Kikuyu. The Kikuyu tribe is largely recognized as the richest in Kenya. One reason for this is that they have occupied top government positions for years, and continue to dominate political and government positions. Therefore, if the government is rich, then Kikuyus are richer. A great way of calculating wealth within a group is to look at the average wealth, rather than looking at the total value of the wealth owned by the people. With that metric, therefore, Kikuyus deserve to be ahead of the list because their population is well represented and a very high percentage of families within the tribe get their money from the government. Kikuyus are also good in business. They have businesses in almost every region of Kenya. Aside from their ability to do well in business, they are very strategic in their planning and invest for the long term in businesses that may not look viable at present, but tend to explode into profit later on. Finally, this list of the richest tribes in Kenya is not an indicator of hard work. Just because a tribe is not listed here does not mean that they are lazy. For proper documentation, one has to be listed before the other, and this orderly presentation of information can sometimes help us to find out where we are lacking so that we can double our efforts. The richest tribes in Kenya are a matter of particular interest to a lot of people, within and even outside Kenya. Whether such questions are raised from a genuine love for knowledge and research, or for the purposes of mischief, it remains difficult to decide. Nevertheless, the role of the media is to provide accurate and unbiased information. Kindly keep following for more updates. Tell us what you think about this on the comment section and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.